Now let's see what's making the ITV news headlines where you are.
Good afternoon. A memorial has taken place to mark the 25th anniversary of the Selby train crash in North Yorkshire. 10 people, including 5 from York and 3 from Tyneside, died in the crash between a passenger service and a coal train. It happened after a Land Rover came off the road and fell onto the East Coast main line. Bob Brooke from York was near the front of the train and was injured. He says it's crucial to remember the victims.
I still, every time I go past Heck, look out the window and think about things. Not being back there every year except 2, it just gives me a chance to think and remember those who didn't make it and those who did make it but were far worse long-term injuries for me.
A petition calling for the restoration of one of Tyneside's oldest bridges has reached 2,500 signatures. Campaigners want local authorities to fund a restoration programme of the swing bridge to help boost tourism, as Chris Jepson reports.
Millennium Bridge, Tyne Bridge, Swing Bridge.
John is passionate about his tours of the quayside bridges and has launched a petition calling for the restoration of the Swing Bridge.
They come down to the quayside to see the bridges specifically. So I have to tell them, well, I'm sorry, you haven't looked after it for the past 7 years. It's embarrassing. It's shameful, actually. Why has no action been taken? It's going to require fundraising, and it's going to be a long and expensive project. So let's start now. We've seen what's happened with the Tyne Bridge when they didn't do anything for years and years. Well, let's not repeat the same mistakes. Let's look after our heritage.
The petition on 38degrees.com has secured 2,500 signatures, including from these tourists.
I really think it's really important to open and to have it again in functioning so everyone can see this magnificent work.
I really appreciate the heritage of the bridge, and I hope that soon we'll be able to open and for all the tourists to be able to see it and also bring it back to the community of Newcastle.
I think it's a very nice idea to preserve this bridge because it's part of the history of Newcastle.
Newcastle and Gateshead councils alongside the Port of Tyne are responsible for the bridge and say the cost of restoration is significant and would require external funding and a feasibility study. John says restoration would boost the local economy.
The Millennium Bridge in the summer opens at 12 o'clock on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Well, if the Swing Bridge was also to open, it would make, a whole new attraction to bring people down to the quayside.
Maintenance works are planned ahead of the bridge's 150th anniversary later this summer. Chris Jepson, ITV News, Newcastle.
4 North Yorkshire MPs have written to the Mayor of York and North Yorkshire opposing plans for a proposed visitor levy, describing it as a tax on family holidays. The Conservative MPs Kevin Hollingrake, Rishi Sunak, Julian Smith and Alex Shelbrooke are calling for the process to be paused until detailed assessments and further consultation take place. They argue the charge would hurt small family-run firms. But Mayor David Scaife says the overnight visitor levy would be a game changer, as the funds would support communities and the hospitality sector. People in Barnard Castle are being invited to help shape the future of the town. It's part of Durham Council's plans to boost local economies and meet the needs of communities. The council will gather feedback over the next 10 weeks with street events, drop-in sessions and an online survey. Audiences at Newcastle's Theatre Royal can enjoy the musical Mamma Mia for the final time this evening as its run comes to an end. The ABBA-inspired show features a North East leading lady, and the company manager, who's from Middlesbrough, says touring to cities like Newcastle helps to make theatre more accessible.
It's amazing to bring a quality product like this, which is the equivalent of the West End show, out to the provinces so people can see and experience the real thing, and it encourages them to then go to the West End and experience it there as well.
And that's all from us today. We're back with your Sunday Bulletin at 6:45 tomorrow evening. Tori has the weather next. From us all, bye-bye.